I love motorsport. It's an addiction that is incredibly difficult to shake. If I'm not indulging in it, I'm always thinking about my next fix. You could say I was born with it. Some of my earliest memories were watching my dad navigate rally cars. Yep, that's me and my dad, and a young Bathurst champion with his. It was all of my senses that would get hit when I saw a race car. The sight, the sound, the smells, all giving me that shot of dopamine I loved. I remember going to Wagga International Speedway to see the likes of Dumsney, Tatnall and Rush flick the clay around with World Series sprint cars, and going to Sandown and Winton to see Brock, Johnson and Perkins go out and play. The cars and drivers, they were all larger than life. You see, I didn't choose motorsports, it chose me. As a kid, I would park myself in front of the TV for hours watching any type of motorsport I could. If it had an engine and went fast, I was tuned in. Early October was my favourite time of the year because that meant it was time for one thing: Bathurst. One weekend when I was glued to the couch. As I got older, I ventured down the path of basketball and I did pretty well, but I always had an affinity for a race car. During my days of college basketball, I always ensured that I woke up in time to watch the start of the NASCAR broadcast every single week. My teammates never could understand what it was that I loved about motorsport so much. 5 years ago, I made my first video about building my race car, and at the time, I didn't know where that journey would take me. I've been fortunate to meet so many awesome people along the way and make some great friendships. Just being able to race the car was an achievement itself. You know, looking back, I've been able to do some pretty cool stuff in my life. Seeing parts of the world that some could only imagine, playing basketball in front of tens of thousands of people, or winning championships and defying the odds. But there is one thing that could be even better. Bathurst. 6,213 metres of road that will take your breath away. The history, the size, the emotion. Racing on a patch of earth that so many greats have done before, and some will never get the chance. It's a cerebral place where a lapse in judgment or concentration can kick you in the nuts hard. Where dodging a kangaroo is just another added element to the already incredible track that is Mount Panorama. But I won't be alone in this experience. I'll have a guy there that got me into motorsport. My dad. And taking on this experience with him will be the coolest thing I could do. Well, it is absolutely official, guys. I will be taking this car to Bathurst next year over the Easter long weekend, and I cannot wait. I'm absolutely thrilled. You know, when I started building this car, like I said in the video just before, I had no idea where this journey would take me. And you know, I built it to really challenge myself to be able to fit into a car, being 6'10", and really just being able to build a car that I can then go and enjoy and have some fun. You know, Bathurst was never on the radar, and as I continued to build this car and do little things and improvements along the way, you know, I saw the opportunities of what could happen. I saw people going and racing at Bathurst, and I always thought that would be a really cool thing to do. And to be perfectly honest, I applied last year, and was I ready? No. Did I put in an application anyway? Absolutely, because if you don't ask and you won't know. So I put an application, as soon as they opened this year, I put an application in straight away. I've been given the call up. I'll be going to Bathurst to race with the XLs. Again, I'm absolutely thrilled, and the fact that I get to take my dad along on that journey, you know, I grew up watching him race rally cars, and he sacrificed so much for me to be able to do basketball, go over the States. You know, there was a period of time where he was driving, I think he said up to 60,000 kilometers extra a year up and down the highways, both driving trucks to get extra money and then driving my sister and I to basketball tournaments and basketball camps. And he sacrificed a lot. So yes, I get to take him along to Bathurst, but it's so cool that I actually get to do this with him. So I'm stoked. I really, really am thankful that I've been given this opportunity to do that. There is so much that I need to do to this car before I go. Just really making sure that this thing is right. I'm racing it this weekend. In fact, I got to put it on the trailer tomorrow and take it up to Morgan Park to go and race it. And all going well, I'll bring it back, stick it in the shed, and then start working on it for Bathurst for April next year. And I'll be doing some videos over improvements that I'll be making, some changes, what I need to do to get ready for Bathurst. It's not a place that you want to go unprepared. I actually went down there for this year's event, Easter this year, just to help out with some teams, but also look over and just soak as much information in that I possibly could to prepare myself for the potential that I could go next year. So there's a heap of stuff I want to do. There's a heap of stuff I need to do to prepare, and we'll be touching on that, making some videos. But I'm stoked. I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'm thrilled that I get to represent Series X3 Queensland against the other states. And for all the people that follow this channel that'll be going there, it'll be awesome to catch up with you guys and see you, meet you guys in person, and take this car and race it around what is probably the greatest racetrack on earth. And that is something that is so exciting for me. It's a childhood dream to actually race around Bathurst, but to do it in a car that I built by myself is something that I'm absolutely stoked about. So, cannot wait. Big year next year, Bathurst. Hopefully there'll be a few other big events that I'll be doing, but this is going to be the icing on the cake, taking this car down to Bathurst and enjoying my time down there. So, I got to get ready. This car has no oil in the engine. I just drained it out, and I just got an email saying that I could announce this to you guys that I'm going. So I thought, let's get a video out. Got to put oil in it. Got to give it a wheel alignment so I can get it on the trailer, take it up to Morgan Park tomorrow, and go and race it. And I just missed out. I'm just out of the reach for the Masters Championship for the first, second, and third. So really, it's a massive test session for me. I've made some upgrades, which I'll do a video on soon. But it's really a massive test session now for me to prepare myself for going to Bathurst. So I'll get this ready, get on the trailer, get this video out to you guys, and hopefully I'll be seeing you at Bathurst or sometime soon. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Bye.